Good morning, class.
Good morning.
How are you today? What's been your You enjoy being school on holidays? Yes. That's good. So, I'd like to first call roll call. Is that right? I would like to call roll call. So if you are here, kindly show present. Okay. John Yasio, present. Frida Chen, present. That Faith Nabati, present. Boniface Mansi, present. Amina, present. Dan, present. Jennifer, present. Valerie, present. Rudeni, present. Omoso, present. And Monica,
Present.
so since you're all here today, that's very good. Thank you for the consistency. So today we're going to be tackling sustainable tourism. So in just 30 seconds, I want you to let me know what comes to your mind when you think about sustainable tourism. Okay? So in 30 seconds, kindly think about it by yourself, do not discuss, or what you think sustainable tourism is, okay? 30 seconds. Have you all come up with an idea? Share with your partner, one step next to you. Tell them what you thought about when you thought about sustainable tourism. Tell your partner. Have you discussed? Yes. So can, by the raise of your hand, can one person tell me what they thought about? Share your idea. Dan, what do you think about?
Tourism tax protects the environment and the local.
That's a good point. You said protect the environment. Protect the environment. Excellent point. Anybody else? Frida, what did you think about? It could be a word, it could be a phrase, anything.
Responsible travel.
Responsible travel, that's a good point. Responsible travel. And one more question, Jen.
Support the local community.
Supports local community, excellent point. So those are excellent points that you guys have shared, and it's actually the pillars for sustainable tourism. So I'm going to give you the definition, and you can just write it down. So sustainable tourism, according to UNWTO, do you know what this organization is? United? Yes. Excellent. So the definition for sustainable tourism, according to United Nations World Tourism Organization, is, you can write this down, it is tourism that meets the needs of present tourists. So it is tourism that meets the needs of present tourists and host regions while protecting and enhancing opportunities for the future. It seeks to minimize negative impacts. Take note on that. It still seeks to minimize negative impacts on the environment, society, and economy, while promoting positive interactions between tourists, the local community, and the environment. So you guys hit it right on the head. because we talked about protecting the environment, responsible travel, and supporting local economies. So when we talk about sustainable tourism, there are three principles. The first principle is, like you guys have said, environmental protection. The second one, which you also got correctly, is support local communities. So it's cultural preservation of the local communities. And the next one we have here is economic viability. So when we talk about environmental protection, this means conserving the environment and the natural habitat. So you have to ensure that whichever tourism that you have, it protects the natural environment. That's inclusive of wildlife, the flora and fauna, everything. Alright? So when we talk about cultural preservation, this sustainable tourism, you must ensure that the local communities are respected, that their culture is preserved. So we're going to talk about also economic viability. And in this, sustainable tourism must ensure that that activity that is being done promotes long-term economic benefits for the local community, the businesses, and the government. So we have today any other questions concerning these three pillars. Is it clear? So here I have flashcards, and each flashcard will match to its respective pillar or its respective principle. So I'll call on one person, and you let me know which one it applies to. Is that correct? So, for example, Val, the first one is providing guided cultural tours that educate visitors on local customs. Which one do you think this falls under? That's good. This falls under cultural preservation. Is that clear? So the next one, I'll have Omoso tell us. Organizing events that celebrate local traditions, music, dance, and food. What does it fall under? Are we in agreement? Who says no? Yes, cultural preservation. Good. So Omoso, I want you to defend your point. Why do you think it falls under economic viability? Because I think these activities aim more towards cultural preservation. Yes, Farida?
Yeah, I think it falls under both categories.
Yes, that's
we
true.
preserve the culture, and for the economic piece, after the tourists have bought or supported the locals,
Yes.
the events,
Yes.
created organizing events.
Yes.
So I think it can fall as that under economic.
Alright, that's good. So we're going to move into the next session. So there's an eco-lodge called Shompole Eco-Lodge, and that is located it was located in Masai Mara. This eco-lodge, there was friction between the local community and the investors. And then at the end of the day, one of the security guards was murdered, and who worked at the lodge. And as a result, the local community went and burnt down that eco-lodge. The reason being, they said that they were not getting any economic benefits from it. So by that case study, what do you guys think that was the reason for the failure of that eco-lodge? Because the locals were saying that they don't have any economic benefits. So where do you think they went wrong according to these principles? Yes?
They did not involve the local community.
Exactly, they did not involve the local community. And in order to have sustainable tourism, you must involve the local community.
And maybe also in terms of employment, they were outsourcing, not considering the locals.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point. They were not sourcing the staff. They were not employing members of the local community. They were sourcing them from elsewhere. So to briefly summarize this lesson, I want two people to tell me what, in this session that I've discussed today, what do you think? You can summarize it in 3 words. What would you say? Just 3 words. What would you say, Dan? just 3 words. How would you summarize today's session? Yes?
Okay, in 3 words,
Yes.
sustainable tourism is all about environmental protection, hazard mitigation, and community.
Yes, but I just need 3 words. If it's sustainable, whatever. Anybody else good? Just 3 words.
I thought sustainable tourism is all about preservation.
Yes, preservation is a good word, but
Sustainable tourism is more about
just 3 words.
keywords.
3. Just
Protect.
anything. Protect, good. Yes, next. Yes,
Responsibility,
Yes.
protection,
Yes.
conservation.
excellent. So I'm going to put the assignments here on the board to be brought by the next class. So the assignment is So the assignment is identify and describe 3 locally relevant examples of sustainable tourism. 20 marks due on the 18th of December. So that is all. I'd like to thank you all for participating and for being lively during the session, and enjoy the rest of your holiday. Thank you.
Not for long.